You're listening to the Feel Good Astrology podcast with Louisa Munson. To request your personal reading, go to feelgoodastrology.com.
This is an update. It's an amalgamated update. I've recorded it in pieces around working with my children and doing stuff with my husband. You can see this picture of the beach behind me. This is where we went today, by the way. I live in Portugal. And the reason I've got this up is because this is the ocean behind us, and the ocean is very much Pisces energy. And so what inspired me to record these healing messages for you was, Saturn's moving into the sign of Pisces, Pluto is moving into the sign of Aquarius, and we've got Jupiter and Chiron together in the sign of Aries. And all three of them together are creating this upswell of emotion, this upswell of something to heal first, which is the Jupiter and Chiron. For us to express stability in some way from understanding how to work with Saturn, and then how we transform on a much bigger level over a period of months. So if you're more of a Capricorn type, then it's really important to have confidence in your voice. This is one of the least difficult positions, I think, for Saturn to be going through. Here you might just find that you need to work on your community a little more. Like, this is about community, it's about your siblings, it's about your early learning situations. So it's simple, straightforward learning. It's kind of newsy, it's kind of emails and meetings, and nothing is too in-depth here. The third house is a place of where we're communicating from, where we're thinking from, but it's light. It's not one of these deep and dark and really ever so thought-provoking parts of our charts. They're quite light-hearted usually. So as Saturn's coming in, it's maybe showing you that you want to take more responsibility in your local community. So you might want to be involved in some kind of after-school club if you've got kids, or you might want to try and create change in local government, or you might even volunteer somewhere locally, like we've done tree planting and stuff like that, which I think occurred when Saturn was in this area for me. So just think about how you can give back and how you can create structure in your community. And from that, it feels like your voice is also coming up. It's kind of giving you a bit more confidence, I would say. Okay, so Capricorn, I was talking about the energy of Saturn and how Saturn has been playing out in your third house, and it's given you the chance to get quite serious messages across. You may have found that your influence hasn't been that great over the last few years. It's almost felt like you've been shut up a little bit and quietened down, and that it hasn't been so easy in the communities that you live within, or maybe even your work community where you might have had influence. And that's been a bit of a bother, I would imagine, because obviously Capricorns, you're naturally authoritative, right? So that's a bit of a bugbear for you. Now, one of the things that's been leading into this is the feeling of an overwhelming hurt coming from your past, coming from your childhood, that is playing out in your home life. Now, given that it's in the area of your home life, the chances are it has something to do with not being good enough, has something to do with being almost cast aside, almost being ignored, not loved, not nurtured in the way that would have really supported you. So that hurt seems to be manifesting at the moment with the energy of Jupiter and Chiron coming together. And it's particularly strong at the moment. Now, not getting into the, whys and wherefores of what happened to you, I just want to share with you, this is your time to let go of that feeling. And I don't know how you'll choose to do it. No doubt you will probably want to do it independently, but I would absolutely recommend it. If you know what it is that's hurting you right now, if you know what it is that has been holding you back and has been really creating pain in your psyche, then start to explore it. Start to explore, first of all, whether it's true. Second of all, whether you're holding on to something that really doesn't belong to you. It might be that you've picked up something from your parents that was their fear, not yours. But it's time to work out what you can change and what you can transform in the process. As you do that, your need to have influence in life is going to change. You know, you'll be less worried about creating a specific outcome in the communities you're wanting to influence. You'll be much more relaxed, and there's a real opportunity there that you can actually start to create a feeling of trust and a feeling of mutuality. Isn't that cool? And here's the other thing that I think you'll be really impressed at is Pluto's now in Aquarius, and Lord knows a lot of Capricorns love earning money and love seeing the results of the hard work that they put in. And I've known many Capricorns who really do work hard and are very, very consistent and determined to build things from scratch. Now, Pluto coming into the second house tends to have a few different effects. Like, first of all, it can create massive instability in terms of your earnings, because Pluto is all about control. And the first thing that's likely to happen is you need to learn to let go of needing to control what comes into you. That's a hard one to learn, because the more you're trying to control it, the less attracted money is going to be to you. Like, money is not going to want to come towards you. You know, money at the moment, the energy of money and what you're receiving is likely to come towards you at a faster rate, the more quickly, according to how relaxed you are. So if you're all uptight because of your terrible hurt from your childhood, and because of that you're not influencing people, and because of that the money's not flowing, that tightness is going to be playing out all the way through. So I see that this is a story that you've got, and it's time to shift that story. If you can feel more relaxed about who you are at the core and know that you are valuable, you can be more relaxed about how things are materializing for you. And then I think you'll be able to be quite powerful in what you receive. So I hope that's helpful to you, Capricorn. I really do. Lots of love. So there you have it. That was my combined message for you at this time. Like I said, Chiron and Jupiter are giving us the inspiration for healing that's showing up in our lives right now. Saturn's coming in to help us formalize things. And in the areas where we're not happy to formalize them, it's tripping us up a little bit and showing us where we're restricted. So if you are feeling restricted, it's because there's a Saturn thing. You know, you're being asked to take more responsibility on somewhere. And then Pluto is moving into a space to transform us beyond anything that we can even imagine. So, you know, we are talking about deep psyche work going on at the moment. So anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this. If there's anything I can do to help, just drop me a line. You can reach me at feelgoodastrology.com. And I will be very happy to help guide you through this process, either on a one-on-one basis, or even in a membership. There's all different ways I can help you, but just stay in contact. And if you found this useful and you think other people find it useful, then please do feel free to share. I really, really appreciate that. Anyway, lots and lots of love to you. Thank you so much for connecting, and hopefully I'll be connected again real soon with you. Bye for now.
You've been listening to the Feel Good Astrology podcast with Louisa Munson. To request your personal reading, go to feelgoodastrology.com.